Hello, welcome to the baseball virtual hitting camp. Once a week, or a couple times a week, I should say. What we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the blast metrics and try to send it to you, and kind of explain a little bit about what we're doing and what we're looking at. So the first metric we're going to look at is bat speed. And this is the most important blast metric and something us at Santa Barbara City College pay a great deal of attention to. So first, the definition is what is bat speed? And it's how fast the barrel of the bat is traveling at impact. And what this has a strong correlation with is a couple things, is exit velocity. And the exit velocity, the higher your exit velocity, the more likely you are going to score runs. And that is the goal of any offense. You see the stat below. The 2019 Yankees had the highest exit velocity and also scored the most runs. Also that year, the Reds had the lowest team exit velocity and scored the fewest amount of runs. So those are two important correlations. It's similar to pitching velocity. Just the harder you throw, the more likely that you are going to generate more strikeouts. The ball is going to get put in play less. You're going to have a lower ERA. So there's definitely some strong correlations to that. What we're looking at as far as your metrics, when you do read the bat speed reading, those are your marks that you're looking for. High school 58 to 62. The college kind of right around there. You be in high school, mostly high school on this camp. The 64 to 68, and then the professional rank 68 to 72. So that's kind of the averages or those ranges. And then when you get these numbers as you're hitting with your blast sensor, what can they tell us? So again, what is this? The faster your bat speed, the harder you can hit the ball. The harder we hit the ball, the better the outcome. Harder hit balls get through holes. Harder hit balls are missed. Harder hit balls travel farther. So those things are all good as our bat speed goes up. Also, our intent. When we get into approach, as far as an important piece of our hitting program approach, but intent at the plate. Are you committed to the pitch? Are you committed to the approach with lower bat speed? And then our timing. If we're timing correctly, late to the ball, early, and then you see the next thing, our point of contact. So if we're too deep, if we catch it too deep, our bat speed is going to suffer. If we're too far out in front, when we were making contact with a pitch, again, the pitcher's job is to, disrupt our timing, get us out in front, tunnel different pitches. That will result in a lower exit velocity, which is the result of the bat speed, and because you're making contact so far out in front of the plate. So things that affect our bat speed, our peak hand speed. So how fast and when our hands are moving throughout our swing, the time to contact. If we have a really long swing, the time it takes for our barrel to get through, that's going to affect our bat speed. And then our efficiency of our swing. So our goal in creating a swing or designing a swing is to have an efficient swing that generates the most contact, but also without sacrificing bat speed, which in correlation turns into exit velocity. So those are all things that do correlate and go together. And again, with some of the drills that we can do, or I should say the numbers that we can kind of get through that will tell us a few different ways to get to it. And we'll get into that through our Q&A of questions of how to generate bat speed, or how can we train from it. And that's kind of our next slide here, is how do we train for bat speed. We do have a bat speed program. We'll kind of get into that with the Q&A, and just kind of a quick, again, the more efficient you're going to get to it, we can make those later decisions. Our bat can travel quicker, but use the numbers and the feedback as you're hitting off a tee or front toss or even maybe some overhead stuff, to kind of gauge and kind of really pay attention to that metrics and understand that that is a result of everything else working together. But that's certainly one that we do want to pay attention to a lot. This concludes our bat speed presentation.